as people who are our ages back in the day,
Exactly.
but that's of course due to circumstances. However, even when we talk about culture, culture changes every 30 years. Every
I
new
wasn't talking
generation,
about
culture
culture.
changes.
I was talking about culture.
Well, yeah, I know. I'm talking about so when you place genetics though with cultural changes, like y'all are trying to track a lot of this off of lookership and not
Exactly.
necessarily
No, I wasn't talking about
actual
look. I was talking about like
evidence of
genes
anything.
and
And not
Well,
just
DNA.
you,
I
Ben,
just
just
think
other
that
people.
Wait.
Ben.
Let's listen to B Alexis. Let's give her a break. Amara wants to talk. Let's let her talk after. Okay.
I don't want her to talk though.
We got Pure and Maurice, and then we got Amari. So I'm sorry, Maurice, and then Pure, and then we can open it up back.
Now she talk about her culture.
You guys keep talking about culture and how genetics change every 30 years. That does not, man, y'all sound so
Culture changes every 30
AI-ish.
years, not
Guess
genetics.
what AI is 30 years later? I guess what AI used to be 30 years before. Hooked on phonics. You let somebody tell you something and read something to you that you never studied. So now you hooked on
Maurice,
phonics.
how do you
don't have
define
to
your
read a book.
generation?
I
I just have a question. How do you define your generation?
know
How do we
He
define
just
generation?
fell out the sky.
know what my generation is. My father from Ghana. And my mother.
No, your father's not your
You
generation.
sound like
babe.
an African.
Your father's not your generation.
Oh, no,
What's wrong
don't
with being
mind her, bro.
African?
Don't mind her. Don't mind her, bro. Don't mind her.
How does he sound like an African?
Right. So,
He
Maurice,
sounds-
I don't know how old you are. Your mic's a
Don't
little
mind,
crazy.
don't mind her. Don't
But
mind her.
whatever your age is.
I've never seen the FBA outside, period.
Okay, well, let me say this, Maurice.
And if you
Maurice,
do
don't
see
mind
me
her, bro.
outside, we
She
can
just-
see each
One mic,
other.
y'all, one mic.
She just gonna come off mute and say some crazy shit, bro. Don't mind her, bro. Just go ahead.
Don't mind you, Ben.
It's cool with me.
Okay.
You won't have no
One
FBA
mic,
conversation
and then
in
we
the
got Pure. One mic.
Boy,
Say you're not FBA, bro. I don't know if you asked.
I am.
Okay, you don't have to be FBA, but when I talk about generations, like I'm 33, so my generation would
Why
technically
is your
be
microphone reverberating like
right.
that?
It's very much echoing.
I kind of like it.
Pure, I'm
You like it?
I
Bro
was
got
gonna
it
say the
off
same thing.
Bro got it off a tunnel.
Did he say got
I'm
it?
saying is, Maurice, I can say that like my generation, the millennials, we are not the same culturally as Gen X. We're not the same culturally as baby boomers. Every generation, culture changes regardless. So and that's within our cultures. So you can't pretty much, tie those things together. Like I think we're looking at evolution of three of different things: our genetics, our culture, and then also, politics and society, and that's where we're at now. But for me, I don't claim FBA because I think y'all are making an argument that's harmful, and I also think y'all are giving them an argument to further skate us. It is the case that they'll be like, oh well, they don't even know who they are. Why should we? We're American. Like nobody's arguing the Americanness of Americans. Nobody should be, but we're opening that door when we are sitting here and we're going amongst each other.
But FBA is also talking about removing the 13th Amendment. Like, that's what's scary. It's like, whoa, wait a minute, hold on.
Hold
Like,
on, the
what y'all doing?
13th. Hold on, the 13th Amendment.
When did they say they want to remove the 13th
Are you talking about the
Amendment?
14th Amendment?
Hold on, y'all. He might have just missed.
Yeah, he's
Yo,
talking
my-
about the 14.
Oh,
But
they said
my
the
bad.
13th
Yo,
Amendment. I'm confused.
Yo. I apologize. It was the
yeah, no, you
14th
good, my boy.
Amendment.
You ain't gotta.
I
You ain't
made
gotta
a mistake.
apologize.
And
You ain't
hold
gotta
on,
apologize.
I got a question. I got a question for him. Who said? Hold on, sir. Who said that we were trying to remove the 14th Amendment? See, this is the misinformation that y'all be talking about.
You're not in this, girl.
Wait, hold on.
Alright,
The
you want me
14th
to-
Amara,
Amendment.
you're not.
Real
You're not
quick,
in
real
this.
quick.
Amendment
This
is
the
not
host.
being
This the
removed.
host.
Girl,
This the
believe
host.
it.
This the host. This the host. Now, for some odd reason, Amar's people saying you're not FBA. Some people
She
think
not.
you're
Tell them believe it, y'all. Believe it. It's salacious.
Go check my
Believe it.
page out. Go check my page out.
It's
She's a
salacious. Believe it.
She's a TikTok setter of the year.
Like
Girl, you
I
was
said,
crazy.
it's salacious. Believe it.
Hey,
Well,
what is
okay,
it?
so you look,
Okay,
It's
you
but
do
hold.
look like
trending
them
topic.
East
Believe
Africans.
it.
You look like East Africans. You do look in that picture. You look like
Hey,
who's
hey,
that
Con.
lady from
Yes.
Minnesota?
Hey,
That's who
Con.
you favorite right
I
now.
said not in the
Bill
same
behind
now.
Omar.
FBA. Bruh, if you don't, hey, listen,
host.
if we
That's who
allow
you look like in that
FBA,
picture right now.
if we allow FBA to continue, bruh, we're doomed, bruh, as a black people, bruh.
No, we
FBA
gonna
is a
kick their
psyop.
ass.
FBA is a psyop created by the triple. What you call it, bro?
We ain't doomed.
Ben. No, wait, Pink. Give me a second. Because Ben is so right. Look at the situation.
Let him get away from the point. He literally said that we trying to get rid of the 14th Amendment. No one is removing, deleting, getting rid of the 14th Amendment.
I'm not talking about Amara.
There are people who argue that.
One mic. You gotta keep the one mic.
Can I ask?
Dyke Mag is one of them who argue that. There's several FBA people who argue that. He says they have a whole commission about it, and they're waiting on the 14th Amendment to be overturned.
And I want to be clear.
It's not going to be overturned. It's being clarified. It's being ratified and clarified. It's not being clarified.
What's being clarified?
Amara, I want
the 14th Amendment. They wanted to just say, "Oh, it's only for black people." Y'all are so lost, bruh. If y'all allow them people to start playing with these amendments, bruh,
it was only for black people. Prove it.
They're gonna screw y'all, bruh.
Only for black people.
I can prove you wrong. Hold on, I can prove it wrong real quick.
Hey, Con, that's
we don't want to hear that. What you gonna try to prove?
Hey, Con,
you don't want to hear about you don't want to hear about when they were ratified.
Because there was no immigrants over here when they wrote the 14th Amendment.
It was Chinese immigrants as well.
It was absolutely
that much.
You should know your history. Don't get mad at me, Pete, because you don't know the history of America.
I do know my history.
So you know there were Asian people in California when that bill was being crafted? Did you know that?
Right.
Did you know that a California senator opposed that? That's why he put in all because of his Asian constituents. He said, well, why can't these Chinese people be Americans as well?
Hey,
did you know that? And I can tell you where he said it in the 39th congressional session, Pete. Like that's what. Hold on a sec, y'all. Hold on a sec, real quick. That's what's making me mad about FBA. Y'all don't learn the history, and then y'all try and tell people who do know the history what the fuck the facts are.
You don't know the history.
And when we pull out the facts of y'all, oh no, he didn't mean that. Nope, it's interpreted different. Like, how does all change? How do you need to interpret all? You don't know what all means or permanent means?
Bro,
then you need to do better as a human being. If you don't know what those simple definitions mean.
Can I answer Amara's question?
You answer your own question,
Con, I stand on what I say.
Hold on, Ben, because I want to have an FBA. And then you got it.
You answered your own question. You answered your own question. By him having to ask that means they wasn't included.
He asked that. No one else brought this up ever.
Ask that
no. He did it to get attention off of the fuck up shit he be doing. And y'all falling for it. Every time. Nobody ever brought this up ever. Because we knew all meant everything.
You just said they brought it up in California, bro. You just said they brought it up in California.
When they were debating, should all people be considered or just African Americans? That's what they were debating.
Because they were trying to make it possible.
And I'll even give you the session. It's the 39th congressional session. That's when they ratified the 14th Amendment. You can go and look it up right now.
I'm telling you,
how you gonna tell people?
Hold on, listen. No, listen.
You see the arrogance?
The argument is a mistake because in the Supreme Court right now, they're not clarifying all persons. The point of contention is under the jurisdiction thereof, meaning not owing allegiance to anybody else.
No, any other country. Hold on, boo.
Under the jurisdiction thereof is what's being clarified.
Wait, Atlanta has a jurisdiction, right? And then New York has a jurisdiction. But that doesn't mean the rules from Atlanta's jurisdiction apply to the rules in New York's jurisdiction.
We're talking
jurisdiction just means the area of land that you're applying this law to. I don't understand. Do you see what I'm saying?
In legal terms, under the jurisdiction.
Just go and look up Jeffrey. With somebody in the chat, please put the definition of jurisdiction in the chat.
No.
Or somebody go to jurisdiction just means the area of land that you are.
Google what does it mean to be under the jurisdiction thereof?
That just means you're under the law of that land. That's all it means. You're under the law of that
Google the whole term. Google under the jurisdiction thereof.
Amara.
You can't be, come on, comprehension.
Give me 2 seconds, host. Because I want to say something. I hear what Amara is saying.
Hold on, because I don't know how to say your name. How would you say your name, man?
Yingy Yangi.
My name's Ben.
But wait,
I know
Ben.
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 We're gonna let Ben go, and then you got it home because Ben was right after Phil, but then you got it after him now.
Oh no, he can go. I can hold my question. No, he could go.
Oh, go ahead, bro.
I've heard Amara's talking point before. I played this games before. I've heard this shit before, right? That is what you call a legal argument. You can argue that what the law means is something different, but what moRON's conscience is saying, right, is the way that it has been historically interpreted. So what you're saying, Amara, is that we can now interpret it this new way, which is a legal argument. You can make it, but you have to make it in the Supreme Court. They have to review it and they have to agree. That's what's happening right now. If they agree with your point, it sets us in a dangerous place because jurisdiction thereof historically means the jurisdiction of the place where you are born, the law of the land. That's what that means.
We getting this how y'all? If you're gonna argue jurisdiction, jurisdiction can be outside the fucking United States. If that's the fucking case,
not arguing about the definition of the word jurisdiction. We're arguing. Listen,
let's hear an argument.
We're arguing.
Then how do you make an argument?
Listen,
how do you make an argument?
I'm about to tell you.
Because you're not making sense.
Go ahead, please. Go ahead.
You're not making sense. You're not making sense.
You gotta let her finish though, Pip.
We are arguing the interpretation of multiple words put together, and those words put together are under the jurisdiction thereof.
Only one word is jurisdiction.
Hold on a second.
No, man, because y'all allow.
I know. We about to
you gotta let her talk. You gotta let her talk, Pip.
Y'all know
I let her talk,
man. I don't like when people get up here and try to twist fucking words, man. That's bullshit. The only fucking word we need the meaning of is jurisdiction. One word.
So like I was saying,
why you bringing up multiple words?
Hold on.
Because the multiple words are in the amendment. There are multiple words in the amendment, right. and we are clarifying what it means to be under the jurisdiction thereof.
Let me ask you a
question.
And
under the jurisdiction thereof means not owing allegiance to any other country.
That is an interpretation.
Okay. So let me ask you this question, right?
Absolutely right.
So if the court decides to rule in favor of, right, the 14th Amendment, saying that the 14th Amendment was only for black people or whatnot, right? Okay, boom. We got that. Then what?
No more birthright would be a better place.
So no more birthright citizen. Then what?
That's for illegal
what happens?
That's what you trying to say?
So people, so you saying that people who come over here, who want to migrate over here, they don't have the right to birthright citizens, even if they have kids or this and that.
But
okay,
it changes.
They gotta be legal.
So they can only be nationalized. They're gonna be pretty much sign papers and whatnot.
They have to go through the legal process to become citizens. Okay. Yes.
So now let me ask you this question. So they could still become citizens. They just can't be naturalized. Like they can't just be born here and be just automatically naturalized, right? Okay. So how does that benefit you?
Because then those people are vetted. We understand that they go through the proper procedure and protocol.
How does that benefit the black community?
You don't have people coming over here popping out babies from all these different places. What do you mean? So how does that hurt us?
Wait, hold on, because I want to hear that. Other people having babies. How does that hurt?
Other people like no. This is the thing, right? How does it hurt us? Okay, so they don't just come over here popping out babies, right? But it's other people that's still here that's popping out babies still. Are we going to start controlling the birth rates?
That's exactly what I think Amara's pointing. Wait.
No. I'm gonna let you go in a second. Hold on, big baby. Because now it needs to be said the right motherfucking way. You got all these people who are already here legal. Let's just say you got little Havana, little Haiti, all these little China, all these motherfucking immigrants already here. So now they start motherfucking massing babies more than the fucking Hispanic immigrants that y'all fucking trying to get rid of. Then what? Y'all gonna want them motherfucking babies to get the fuck up out of here?
It's not just.
Y'all gonna want them people to get the fuck up out of here?
But wait, Pink. This is what I was trying to say earlier, that Amara's pointing to it, and Pink just said the quiet part out loud. Once you remove, right? It's not removing anything. Once you let's use the verbiage, clarify that it's only for Black slaves in that time period, right? Okay. Then you end up birthright citizenship. Now we can redefine what citizen is. It might not include Black people.
It might not, because half of y'all are not.
It might not include melanated people. You guys are playing into the right.
Hey, check this out though.
That sounds crazy.
No, you're absolutely. He's absolutely right. Check this out, because Pink, if you're indigenous, it's not for you. It's for chattel slavery people.
They literally asked that question, and the guy didn't know how to answer it.
So if you're indigenous,
what about Native Americans?
It's not for you.
We'll deal with it later. And the Supreme Court justice had to be like, no, we'll deal with it now. What about Native Americans? And he was like, well, the thing is that the Native Americans.
Okay, hold on, y'all.
What about Native Americans? Native Americans got their rights in 1924. Native Americans became citizens in 1924. They became citizens of the United States. They became citizens of the United States in 1924. What are you talking about?
Phil, they put those people
did, but that was under the 14th
Hey, you know what's crazy?
Exactly.
They put those people in the corner in the desert where they couldn't even grow crop. They lost everything. They took their land where they were growing things.
Who did that, bro?
Wait, Phil.
Hold on a sec, real quick. Hold on a sec, y'all. This is the host, real quick. Small announcement, guys. Please tap the screen. We got 72 people in here, and we had 2,000 likes. That is so disrespectful to this great conversation that we're having. So please give the panelists, because I got more than enough money. I should be rich. I shouldn't even be on here. But no, I'm just joking. But please give the panelists and tap the screen for them.
And let's give
Alexis the opportunity to talk.
My question.
Give Alexis the opportunity to talk.
Hold on, Ben. Let's give this KN and BY, and then Ben, you got your question.
No, my question still stands, and it collabs with
Ben, it was
I don't know what's his name. No, I'm saying Mr. I don't know how to say his name.
Nanji Nanja.
We asked Nanji Nanja. We asked the question, like, and we want to answer for it.
What was the question?
It doesn't. No, you know how it doesn't apply to most Black people who are indigenous. So how does that work?
So this is the problem, is that the answer, I don't have the answer. The answer is up to the Trump administration.
Not you. I'm talking to Pink and because Pink says she's indigenous, she's not African. That means she has no part to that. So she's not a citizen. And with Amari, are you?
I am a citizen.
No, I'm saying that we're going to take that away from you because you're not.
How do we know you're a citizen?
Slavery. We don't know if you're from chattel slavery. And it's
you didn't come from Black people that were slaves, so why are you a citizen?
Saying.
It only applies to those people.
There were Black indigenous people that were slaves.
They don't count.
But if you didn't have African, hold up, if you didn't have Africans up here talking and don't understand American history, then they would understand that people who come through chattel slavery had their whole entire history erased. That's the reason why they can't find their history.
But they would be from Africa. Phil,
that's what makes sure FBA ain't nobody who come through chattel slavery can trace their ancestry all the way back and every which way they came from.
Obviously,
ain't no fucking record.
Obviously,
now you go get a shot with a needle. This new, you go get it. Ain't no records of nobody coming from Ghana to this port, to that port, to this port, to America.
Yes, there is. Yes, Phil. They're called slave voyages. Bro,
they're documents.
Hold on a second. They're called slave voyages, brother.
Yes,
but no, you can go on the internet. They show you the route and everything. They got the ship logs and everything.
Ben, so if you know that slave, Ben, how many people came from the village?
I ain't gonna lie, I don't talk to indigenous people, bro. I only talk to my Black chattel slaves.
How many people came from the voyage then?
It was a total of 12 million.
No,
most of them went to the islands. 400,000 slaves came here.
How many people
that is correct? Wait,
American.
You just answered your question. 12 million total.
No, it was not.
Pink.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
Okay, hold on, Pink. Hold on, Pink. Stop a sec. This is the host, Pink. If you got something else, then you got to show it. You can't keep saying no, it's not. You got to prove it now. Because this shit started to get ridiculous.
I already proved it on the last.
No, you have to prove it now. Because those people didn't see the last life. You got to prove it now. Or we're not gonna take what you're saying serious.
We don't
just saying shit.
Hold on. Okay, hold on. Let me go. Hold on. Give me a second. Shut up, man.
I'm just going to repeat his claim one more time because I think it's very important for everybody to understand what moRON just said, right? You want me to call you consciousness, bro? I don't like calling you moRON.
Yeah,
that's
cool, man. Everybody calls me moRON.
Let's call him Khan, man.
My bad, bro, because you are not no moRON, bro. I feel guilty as shit.
Yeah, let's call him Khan, man.
So wait,
you call me
Khan, what the host just said, 12 million Africans total, right? Most of them went through the islands, right? About 400,000, I was going to say 380,000, right, is the total, right, of slaves that were brought to the continental Americas, right? So that's what we're talking about.
Okay, say that. Don't be saying 12 million.
Okay,
but it's important. It's important. It's important to say 12 million. It's important to say 12 million. You know why? Because it's the same reason why it's important to say 6 million about the Holocaust. It's important to say 6 million about the Holocaust. It's important to say the right number. Okay. It was 12 million brothers and sisters brought in chains to places that they never knew, to speak languages that they never knew, to learn French, learn Portuguese, learn Spanish, and learn English. That's what the fuck happened. All those people were separated. They were taken from their fucking homes, and lying about their fucking history is erasure.
Hey, okay, so hold up.
You trying to erase
hold on, y'all. We got to get it one at a time. Like this, how we gonna do it? Hold on a sec, real quick, Phil. It's gonna be an FBA to answer, and then somebody who's not FBA, just so we keep it fair and balanced, so everybody can get a good conversation. So go ahead,
Phil. Spoken Khan. Has BYJ Peter spoken J?
No, he hasn't. I'm sorry. After Phil, we're gonna get B-Rod in.
Okay, so I'm gonna say this, since everybody know everything. First of all, it was only one tribe took to Haiti. That's how they was all able to communicate and attack and rise up because they could all
lie.
Come on, hold on.
Can I finish, bro?
Ben hates it, so that's why he goes.
You can go study. Well, I don't care what he is. He can go study.
That's a lie.
If we believe in everything, if we believe everything that the white man said, this is what it says. Only one tribe went to Haiti. That's how the black people was able to communicate with each other and have an uprising. When they started coming to the United States, they missed a gang of tribes up. They couldn't even talk to each other. So to think that you can get a piece of paper with information that's going to show you exactly where you're from, when they mixed all the tribes up to fuck up all their languages so they wouldn't have an understanding, so they was able to erase everything.
It sounds like you indigenous.
That is FBA history. So FBA
like you indigenous
history. That's just period. That's how it goes.
Well, Phil, it is the case that you're right with the Natchez tribe. That was they were taken by the French to Haiti, but from the Africa, from continental Africa, Western Central Africa, it was several different tribes. But again, they were all mixed up. It was one tribe of indigenous.
You know, there was two different tribes prior. There on that Saint Domingo island prior. The Tainos was there, and they got mixed in with Haitians too. Y'all know that, right?
We know that. They talking about coming from Africa, bro.
Just like they enslaved. Know what I'm saying? I know they enslaved. What I'm saying is they enslaved the Taino peoples too when they got there.
So
and then they breed them together.
Caribbean history is being mentioned. I need to enter the chat, right? Because what Phil is saying is so incorrect it hurts my soul. Because I love Haitian history. I love Haitian history. Why? Because Haitian history is literally the story of freedom in America. The first one.
Right.
The first story of freedom in America.
Hey, they ain't gonna talk about They ain't gonna talk about 1769. They ain't gonna talk about 1769 when Haitians.
Why they not free now? Why they not free now?
In the war.
They are. Bro, what are you saying?
They ain't gonna talk about they're not gonna talk.
I did correct it, but you can correct me because if I'm wrong, but to my understanding, only one indigenous tribe that was like a non-native indigenous tribe was brought to Haiti. And that was
they brought more. They more.
Wait. I can't hear her.
Africans, the continental Africans, they brought several tribes of continental Africans, but it was a specific indigenous tribe from North America that was brought and mixed in with the original indigenous tribes of Haiti, which was the Taino and the
So what happened is that a lot of people don't
had nothing to do with Africans that was brought over there.
But Phil, give me 2 seconds, bro. So So let's just go back. 1492, he sailed the ocean blue, right? So in 1492, he discovers La Española, right, and all this shit. Let's use discovered in air quotes. And when he travels there, right, he makes a lot of people sick. I'm gonna give you the example of what happened 1 year later because I know my history better. So when Cristobal Colón, right, docks off the coast of Puerto Rico, right? He sends a few Spanish in there, right? And they meet the Taino people of Boriquen, right? So while they were like talking and shit, the disease of smallpox gets transmitted. There were
I'm sorry. You know your history better, but you trying to tell us ours? Coach, what kind of fucking penalty you got going on, bro?
Hell, he's not trying to tell you
How
your
he
history.
How he was trying to tell you your history?
Bro,
when did he even say anything about your history?
Got going on.
Well, hold on. Let's just make it
slave
short.
ships that stopped and ported.
Look. See,
let's make it short and sweet.
Shit,
we got to get Jay in. We got to get Alki in, and Amara and Pink and Pimpin. You know,
disease ravaged most of the people of the West Indies. Right, it was smallpox that unalived a lot of Taino people. They were not ready for that disease, right? It was biological warfare, right? And before the age of biological warfare, they didn't even know. So from 56,000 total native Taino people on the island of Boriquen, those numbers dwindled to under 26,000, right? By the time that that the Spanish crown, right? By the time that we can look at what the Spanish crown is trying to do in Puerto Rico, they're trying to harvest and they're trying to get